Early to bed, early to rise, work like hell, and advertise.
We're behind you 100% with the biggest support program, in fact, the only support program that there is in the cable industry.
Ted was out there in the trenches.
And if you don't have the superstation, you ought to have it, or it's going to cost you money.
He was so passionate about advertising.
Ted was one of the first to see over the horizon.
When we first went up onto the satellite, and nobody would have imagined where we would have come over the last 25 years.
Early to bed and early to rise and work like hell in advertising, he means exactly what it says.
It's been a blast. I've had a wonderful time being in show business, and I always dreamed that someday that we would get enough money and we would be successful enough to have this type of programming exclusively to cable television.
And we would come back and tell Ted that the buyer specs had news or sports. We had neither. Then he eliminated that problem by starting CNN.
The people of America need this in-depth news service, and I'm willing and have been willing all along to risk everything that I have to provide that service, and we're going to provide it come heck or high water.
It was Ted Turner alone who had that incredible vision. And if it hadn't been for him, there wouldn't have been a CNN. And frankly, it has changed the world.
People really like it. They're better informed, and perhaps a little more enlightened. And, what more could you ask for than that?
As one who has been touched by his life and has been an eyewitness to it, I'm really proud of all that this man has done for us as a planet, as a civilization, but also for all of us who've been fortunate enough to be his friend.
I'm really having a ball. I really am. I know there's a lot written, one day we're going to go broke, the next day I'm going to get fired, the next day we're going to have another network, our problems are solving.
There was never an obstacle we couldn't overcome. There was never a sale we couldn't make.
In the early days, we tried to get advertisers to introduce themselves to the concept of doing cable advertising. Now it's just the other way around. It's a complete paradigm shift.
On behalf of all of us, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to be a part of something that was really good. Without your leadership, we wouldn't have gotten nearly as far as we are.
I think Ted was a gift to the industry itself, a gift to the cable industry, because his ideas, his visions were so expansive. He changed the whole landscape of what this business was about.
Early to bed, early to rise, work like hell, and advertise.